compete. 5 miles in competition. Stand by. Up next, GPA 1B.
Jeff, how are you going to do the count?
Mic check. 1, 2, 1, 2.
fans along the shorelines, we're still waiting for the clock countdown. Jeff Ayler is there. You will hear his voice here in just a few short moments when we are ready to go. And we will go racing for Grand Prix Heat 1B. And also, we want to welcome everyone watching on the H1 Unlimited YouTube channel. It is now live, so thank you so much to everyone that is watching us here. The course looks great. The water looks fantastic. Once again, second straight day, we've had incredible water here in Madison, Indiana on the Ohio River. And again, we are getting ready for Grand Prix Heat 1B, presented by Rivertown Bar and Grill. Again, Jeff Ayler is waiting and slowly preparing for when the countdown will start. And you will hear him very, very soon. So stand by, folks. We are going racing here very, very shortly.
For our fans along the shoreline and watching online through H1 Unlimited via YouTube, up next we will have the clock countdown coming up for Grand Prix America Heat 1B coming up in approximately 30 seconds. Stand by. Attention the pits, attention the pits. GPA drivers, stand by for clock countdown to 1 to the 5. Coming up in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, mark. That is 1 to the 5 for GPA 1B. Thirty seconds. 20. 15. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Mark. That is the 5-minute period for Rivertown Bar and Grill GPA 1B drivers. Crank them up. Grand Prix America boats leaving the pit dock on this picture-perfect day number 2 of 3 on the Ohio River for the 2022 Madison Regatta. Grand Prix America boats, the second largest hydroplane class in the world, 24-foot length, 12-foot width. All boats powered by a 468 cubic inch supercharged engine. It pops out 1,400 horsepower. Racing trim with the pilot inside, 2,700 pounds. Shoot speeds at the end of each shoot in Madison, 150 to 155 miles per hour. It is a clock start format for Grand Prix America, but with assigned lanes. My name's Jeff Ayler. with the assigned lanes. Let's bring in Jordan Bear. Let's check our lineup.
Thank you very much, Jeff Taylor. In lane 1, it will be GP 79, that damn bad influence, driven by Jeff Bernard. In lane number 2, it is the GP 577, the Pacalanas Poke Wagon, presented by Lucas Oil, driven by Ken Lupton. And in lane number 3, we have the GP 12, the Dan Cole Sales Cars at Farrell Automotive Group, driven by awesome Austin Ekrit. All 3 boats are on the race course ready to go, Jeff Taylor, as we get ready for Heat 1B.
Our fans along the shoreline here in Madison, the boat in lane number 2, the Pacalanas Poke Wagon, Lucas Oil. That is our entry from Waverly, New Zealand. Ken Lupton is the driver. The Kiwi appears here in the first heat of the day on the Ohio River. Jeff Bernard will be in lane number 1 in that damn bad influence, making a last-second timing run here on the Ohio River. We are now 2 minutes and 25 seconds away until the start. Jordan Bear, Mother Nature has blessed the Madison Regatta, our race teams and race fans. Picture perfect water on the 1 1/4 mile Wild Bill Cantrell Memorial Racecourse.
Absolutely, about as good a river conditions as we have had here at the Madison Regatta in as many, many years. I got a chance. I was down on the docks for a little bit yesterday talking with several Unlimited drivers and even got to talk to a couple GP drivers just walking around. Let me tell you what, everyone has said, as many times as they've been to Madison, the best river conditions they have ever seen. You know what? It feels good today. About 85 degrees expected to be the high. A little bit of a breeze in the area. Let me tell you what, a perfect, picturesque day for hydroplane racing on the Ohio River.
After Grand Prix America Heat 1B, sponsored by Rivertown Bar and Grill, we'll go with some H1 Unlimited hydroplane testing. 1:30 away until Rivertown Bar and Grill, Grand Prix America, Heat 1B, Grand Prix America, presented by Knighton Industries. Last weekend's winner at the Lake Guntersville Hydro Fest was Jack Lupton in Lupton Motorsports, and Lupton's boat will also have the local sponsor here in Madison, the Pacalanas Poke Wagon. We are approaching 1 minute. 1 minute. 1 minute until the start. Now the field assembles down in turn number 1. Jordan, the drivers, will see if their timing marks are in sync. You want to be at this start-finish line buoy at full song, full throttle, just a tick to the left of those white buoys. In GPA and Pro Light, if you jump the gun, that is a 1 minute penalty onto your lapse time. That takes you away from the checkered flag. Bring our field up into turn number 2 to begin day 2 of 3 of the Madison Regatta.
Thank you very much, Jeff Taylor. Again, lane 1, Jeff Bernard, and then that damn bad influence, Ken Lupton and Pacalanas Poke Wagon in lane number 2, and awesome Austin Ekrit and Dan Cole Sales Cars at Farrell Auto Group. As Jeff Taylor, they get ready for the turn to come to the start-finish line with just about 10 seconds.
Coming up on 10 seconds. Field looks good. Ekrit swinging way outside. Might be a little bit early. We are 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Mark, and we're racing. We'll call it physically. Eager to have them across the line. And Dan Cole Sales Cars at Farrell Automotive Group. 3 Grand Prix America hydroplanes thundering into turn number 1. We look to the inside. No, we look to the middle. It's Ken Lupton, your leader, and Pacalanas Poke Wagon. Good start.
It is a good start, and my goodness, Ken Lupton came like a rocket out of that turn. But battle for second and third as well between Bernard and awesome Austin Ekrit. Bernard now takes second place, but it is still Lupton taking him into turn number 2, Jeff.
Lupton in the Kiwi rocket ship out of Waverly, New Zealand, leads it. We'll come down to complete lap number 1. Lupton, your leader, and Pacalanas Poke Wagon. Jeff Bernard second in that damn bad influence. Austin Ekrit in third, and Dan Cole Sales Cars at Farrell Automotive Group. Lupton clearly in front. Your battle is for second in Rivertown Bar and Grill. GPA 1B, Jordan Lupton leads it, but let's check that second place battle.
That is where the race is right now, although Bernard is trying, but it is right now holding off Ekrit for second place. But let me tell you what, Ekrit is right there, and he may pass him. He is cutting into it, and now he's taking second place, Jeff.
So Ekrit, and now both boats are closing in on Lupton for first. We will come to the halfway mark of Rivertown Bar and Grill GPA 1B. Lupton front, and Bernard is closing. on the inside in second, and that damn bad influence. Austin Eckert continues to chase in third, and Dan Cole sells cars at Farrell Automotive Group. Lupton, your leader, but that lead is evaporating. Bernard has it down to 7 boat lengths.
And oh my goodness, Bernard is trying to catch him, but let me tell you what, Lupton doing a great job on the front straightaways and the back straightaways. He's increasing that speed, but Bernard isn't going anywhere, and Eckert is still within the rooster tail of Bernard, Jeff, as they get ready to look for the white flag.
Lupton gets there first. We will come down to the white flag here in Rivertown Bar and Grill. GPA 1B, white flag displayed. Lupton leads it in Pacalano's Poke Wagon. Jeff Bernard continues to chase in second. That damn bad influence, and don't count Eckert out yet to move up to second. And Dan Cole sells cars at Farrell Automotive Group. Final time around for all 3 boats. Jordan Lupton in front, time running out for Bernard.
Time is running out now. If you're Bernard, you want those second place points. Of course, Bernard had an issue yesterday, but glad to see him back out there. But Eckert is trying to catch Bernard on that back stretch, trying to get those key second place points heading into the final. And Jeffy is awfully close, but Bernard is the short track around.
Final turn, final lap. Rivertown Bar and Grill. GPA 1B goes to Ken Lupton and Pacalano's Poke Wagon. Second place, Jeff Bernard in that damn bad influence. And Austin Eckert will finish third. And Dan Cole sells cars at Farrell Automotive Group. Race fans in Madison, how do you like the Thunder?
What a race. That was an awfully fun race. It was loud. That is what the fans are here to see, Jeff Baylor. What a great way to start day 2 of the Madison Regatta.
So, winner Ken Lupton out of Waverly, New Zealand, Pacalano's Poke Wagon. Second place to Jeff Bernard in that damn bad influence. And third to Awesome Austin Eckert. And Dan Cole sells cars at Farrell Automotive Group. Great way to start off this Saturday morning, day number 2 of 3. The 2022 Madison Regatta. Up next, we'll have some H1 unlimited hydroplane testing. As you see on our screen, watching on the World Wide Web, there's your winner out of Waverly, New Zealand, Ken Lupton in the Pacalano's Poke Wagon. Also to Lucas Oil, primary sponsor for Ken Lupton in the Grand Prix America Series presented by Knighton Industries. Jordan Bear, excellent job.
Thank you, my friend. I appreciate it. And now, Jeff, it's weird. I saw the U-91 getting lowered into the water. So Jeff Bernard, he's going to have to step out of the GP79 and then going to have to head right over to the 91 to get some unlimited testing in. I know he said yesterday he wanted to try to get some speed on that unlimited. Well, let me tell you what a race. And Jeff, looks like you got somebody.
Thank you, Jordan. I wanted to bring in the crew chief for the GP79, and probably my favorite boat name of the weekend, that damn bad influence, is Jeff Bernard's uncle, Mike Weber, crew chief of the 79. Mike, boat looked good, but trouble yesterday, you have plenty of people to thank.
I tell you, Jeff, it was, we've been really blessed with the engine and the way it's run. Roger Mahan has just built us some great motors, but something happened yesterday where the motor let go, and I just can't thank so many people that came down. Every team in the GP pits came down and asked us if we need anything. You guys are right, especially the Lupton team. Kenny and Jack and Warwick all jumped in. They were knee deep in oil with the rest of us, getting everything put back together. To those guys, our heartfelt appreciation for all their help. Roger Mahan and his guys came down and helped us get it all buttoned up. We couldn't have done it with all the help we had, and people don't realize the camaraderie in our pit area, but it was great, and we're back in the running, and now we got to get this one dialed in.
Mike, that's great. It's a good tradition in boat racing. No fun to see your competitors on the trailer.
I kept thinking Jack and Kenny and Warwick, and that's all they kept saying, is this what it's all about? It's what it's all about. You'd be here to help us if we needed it, and we want you on the water. And I just hope those guys know how much we appreciate all their help, and we definitely owe them one when if their luck's down one of these days. But We're glad to be back on the water. This engine is just as good as the other one. It's fresh off the dyno, and I told Jeff, you can't be tentative. You got to trust it, and let's go out and whip some butt.
Mike Weber, crew chief of GP79, that damn bad influence. Good luck the rest of the weekend.
Thank you, Jeff.
Thank you, Mike. Mike Weber with his crew chief of the 79, and boat looked good, finishing second in that heat. Up next, looks like we'll go with some H1 unlimited hydroplane testing. We'll take a break here on the public address system and, of course, online, but stick with us. Up next, testing for the world's fastest racing boats, the unlimited hydroplanes. Stand by. Back here at the judges stand, day number 2 of 3 of the 2022 Madison Regatta. Boats being lowered into the water. Jeff Bernard, who participated in the last heat, kept his bad influence driver's suit on, made his way over to the U91 Miss Goodman Real Estate, did put on the Goodman helmet. So up next will be H1 Unlimited Hydroplane testing. You can see on our monitor with H1 Unlimited through YouTube, the U1 Miss Home Street hanging over the water. Jimmy Shane will take to the Ohio River in testing. This is the final testing session today for the Unlimiteds until they go into their brand new showdown format this afternoon, which will begin at 1 o'clock. My name's Jeff Ayler. I'm from here locally in Madison, 4 miles northeast of here on Rikers Ridge, and I want to bring in my friend who's helping me this weekend with the H1 Unlimited calls, and a fan, a great man, and an ambassador for the sport of H1 Unlimited Hydroplane Racing from Richland, Washington. Good morning, Brad Luce.
Thank you very much, Jeff Ayler. And guess what? It's race day. We're doing some racing here today. It's great to be back in Madison, Indiana. I haven't been here for 10 years. I've been seeing you along the way at a few stops, but I didn't realize how many friends I had in this town and until I started getting back here on Bond Drive and coming down the pit area. So many great people here in this community, and stopping and saying hi and catching up on 10 years. It's been a ball.
I'm your public relations director in Madison, and plus on Rikers Ridge, and even trickling down to Manville.
Absolutely, absolutely. So it is terrific to be here. We've got some activity coming up here on the water. On the H1 side of things, we have talked a lot, and there has been a lot of discussion online, on the websites, et cetera, about this new format, the Madison Showdown format. First of all, I'll become opinionated if you want. I think this is a good thing. I don't know if it works. We don't know if it works, but H1 has at least got the courage. Let's try something different. And the whole idea here, Jeff, is to put more action, more racing action on the water, and this format's going to do it.
I like it. I think it'll work, and as you know, the state of Indiana is basketball crazy. It's a bracket format, just like the NCAA tournament. You win, you transfer, you lose, and your name stays where you started. And I like it.
Could you imagine if we had the Sweet 16 as far as boats out here now? That would be fun. There would be 8 showdown heats. Oh, gosh. But we are going to have a lot of fun. We're going to be talking a lot about this showdown format. We're going to be slowly walking you through it. If you're confused, don't worry. Jeff and I have, I think, got it ironed out. It's actually, at the end of the day, it's pretty simple. And a couple of our boats that are going to come out and run this morning are definitely going to be in it. Jeff, before we get into that, what do you got?
Got some news for our fans along the shoreline. Photographers, be ready with your cameras. I just spoke to Miss Madison Incorporated President Charlie Grooms. Jeff Bernard will go out first in the Miss Madison Racing Goodman Real Estate. He's going to do a couple of hot laps. They're breaking in a new engine. And then he's going to slow down. And the second entry from Madison, the Home Street Blue and White Miss Home Street, Jimmy Shane will go out. And the fans in Madison, you will have a chance for a photo opportunity with your 2 favorite boats here this weekend at the Madison Regatta. That's coming up next. And boy, what perfect water to have it on. And get out the cameras, get them clicking.
I like that kind of stuff. I think this is great, and especially to put these 2 boats on the water here. It'll be very good, and Jeff's going to come out. Those of you watching online are looking right through the glass and into the cockpit, into the eyes of Jeff Bernard as he is getting ready to go here in the U91, the Goodman Real Estate. He'll then be joined on the river, as Jeff just said, by Jimmy Shane and the U1, the Miss Home Street. The Goodman Real Estate that will come out on the water first. Fans, that boat needs absolutely no introduction to any of you. You simply have to turn back to calendar 1 year when Jimmy Shane was successful driving this boat as the Goodman Real Estate presents Miss Home Street last year over the 4th of July weekend claimed the APBA Gold Cup.
And I have more breaking news. We need to have our sound provider, Louisville Sound Company, to give us like a little breaking news musical intro.
Wow.
I just spoke to Madison Regatta President Greg Thorpe. Coming up today between 11:45 and 12:45, we'll have a driver's autograph session at the media tent outside the regatta office, and that is for all 3 classes. 11:45 to 12:45, driver's autograph session at the media tent next to the regatta office at Mulberry and Vaughn. That's our breaking news.
That was pretty good there, Jeff. Do that one more time. There you go. You heard it right here first, ladies and gentlemen. Jeff Ayler with breaking news at the 2022 Indiana Governor's Cup. Jeff told you where the autograph session would take place as Jeff Bernard comes away from the dock in the U91 to Goodman Real Estate. If you're... As Jeff Bernard, sorry, I got interrupted there. As Jeff Bernard comes away from the dock in the U91, the Goodman Real Estate. If you're worried about not having something for these drivers to autograph, you think I need something for them to write, do not worry. The drivers will all have their hero cards. I think Jeff Ayler may have more breaking news.
We need a car moved immediately in the pit area. Silver Dodge, Indiana license plate number PRA302. We need that moved immediately in the pit area. You're blocking some activity in the pits. Silver Dodge, Indiana license plate number PRA302. Please move that immediately.
Thank you very much, Jeff. Back in the newsroom, Jeff Ayler keeping tabs on everything that's going on here in Indiana, specifically Madison, Indiana. Jeff Ayler will get back to some activity that's going on the water because Jeff Bernard has made his way out on the Ohio River in the U91, the Goodman Real Estate. Gives us an opportunity to start talking about our Madison Showdown format, which is going to start today at 1 o'clock. We're going to go with our first showdown heat, and it is going to feature the U91 Goodman Real Estate, Jeff Bernard. He will be on the inside lane. This is going to be a 2-boat match race for 2 laps. Jeff Bernard is going to be on the inside lane, and to his right and on the outside, you're going to have the U9, the Lynx Healthcare, Corey Peabody will be behind the wheel of that one. That's going to be our first match race. It is right now scheduled to come up at 1 o'clock. The winner of that 2-boat shootout will immediately and automatically advance to the winner-take-all final later this afternoon. We'll be looking for Jeff Bernard and Corey Peabody in that one. Jeff, as you said, Jeff Bernard is out breaking in a new motor. He's going to run a couple of laps, then look for the U1 to Miss Home Street to come out. This will be a very cool photo op.
It will be a cool photo op. The world's fastest racing boats, the H1 Unlimited Hydroplanes, 28-foot length, 14-foot width. All boats in the field powered by the Lycoming T55 turbine engine. Pumps out 2,600 horsepower, 6,700 pounds of racing vessel. Sweet sight on this Saturday morning in Madison. Jeff Bernard by the start-finish line buoy on this calm, smooth water on the Wild Bill Cantrell Memorial Racecourse. And Brad, Mother Nature is finally blessed and worked with Madison Regatta for a Chamber of Commerce weather weekend and water weekend.
I got it figured out, Jeff. You just need to bring me down here.
Yeah.
Look, I got you here. You got some good conditions. Now, these are absolutely ideal conditions. Jeff is very, very solid up the backsets and not bad. Breaking in a new motor to the tune of 146 miles an hour, 146.389. Breaking in that new mill. Watch this one. It'll be a little quicker. And then I'm starting to look for Jimmy to come out. The lid is down on the U1, the home street. So I think pretty much any time. I'll bet this will be Jeff's last lap alone. I'm just taking a guess at it. Jeff Ayler, Jeff Bernard.
Yeah, Charlie Groom said we would see the Goodman Real Estate do a couple of hot laps to break in this fresh Lycoming T55, and we're starting to see the nose of the U1 Miss Home Street with Jimmy Shane being pointed toward the Wild Bill Cantrell Memorial Racecourse. Of course, Brad Shane, the top qualifier for the 2022 Madison Regatta. at a speed of 156.857 miles per hour as Bernard slows on the back chute. That lap was his quickest. It's actually quicker than he qualified at 148.536 miles per hour. 148.536. Shane leaves the pit dock in the U1 Miss Home Street. Bernard cuts through the infield, and Brad, here's the photo opportunity for the fans of Madison, Indiana with their two crafts.
Yep, they've got it set up here perfectly. Jimmy Shane has come away from the dock. He's just about to enter on the outside of turn one down to the bottom end of the race course. Here comes Jeff behind him. He has cut the race course. He will be on the inside of his good friend Jimmy Shane. They are both down there. Now it's just going to be a question of just how much fun are they going to have out there. But back to the test laps and breaking in the motor, Jeff Bernard and the U91 Goodman Real Estate team's got to be pretty happy.
This will give us a preview of what will happen at 1 o'clock and at 1:20 with the two-boat H1 Unlimited Showdown format coming up this afternoon. Then we'll have three boats in the last chance heat coming up at 3:30. And Brad, today's H1 Unlimited final, named by the Madison Regatta, the Mick Barron Memorial. Mick was a member for a number of years with Madison Regatta Incorporated, hard worker in our pit area setup, and we will remember Mick at 5 o'clock this afternoon in the Mick Barron Memorial H1 Unlimited Showdown Championship. Brad, beautiful sight underneath the Milton Madison Bridge in Madison.
Jeff Bernard on the inside, Jimmy Shane on the outside. Start clicking the cameras. They are side by side as they come across start finish. Beautiful, beautiful shot there as they come by the 91, the Goodman Real Estate on the inside, the very familiar powder blue and white of the Home Street, the Miss Home Street, driven by Jimmy Shane. Now they'll go down to the lower end of the race course. Looks like Bernard's going to come out on top by about half a rooster tail. Watch Jimmy. He'll give it a little bit of a squirt, and he will come up alongside and say, all right, let's go, Jeffy, open it up. Let's show these fans what we can do here. Now Jeff starts to put the hammer down a little bit, or maybe he's going to let him go. Want to go back to what you were talking about final heat-wise on the showdown. The shootouts are going to be two-boat shootouts. Our last chance heat will feature three boats. Our final is a four-boat winner-take-all final. So you're going to have a great final heat coming up at the end of the day.
And the last chance and final heat, clock start, fight for lanes in the H1 Unlimited Showdown format. The photo op is completed.
I think
Jimmy
so.
Shane's putting the sugar to it.
Oh, I haven't heard you say that one for a while, Jeff. Thank you very much. Jimmy Shane flies the one across the start-finish line. Absolutely gorgeous water conditions and a beautiful sight. Bernard says, all right, fine. Go ahead. You can have the water to yourself. He's going to come back in. Now, look at Shane off the lower end of the race course. You love to talk about it, Jeff. This boat gets out of the corner as good as any boat maybe we've ever seen.
Such a sweetheart of a boat. The crew chief, Mike Hansen, and Brad, Mike Hansen, so synonymous with Miss Madison Racing, one-time driver, now the chief wrench, and if anybody can put a boat together to put in the winner's circle, it's Mike Hansen.
Yeah, and as soon as the boat comes back to the dock, he starts over again. How can I get more? I mean, true racers, they're all the same. They only want one thing. They want to go faster, just faster, faster all the time. Here comes Jimmy still. Jimmy Shane still rocking and rolling on the front straightaway. Flying the boat. We got a first lap speed on Jimmy Shane in the Miss Home Street, 142.7 miles an hour.
Shane, a four-time winner here in Madison. His first Indiana Governor's Cup came in 2016, then in 2018. And before we get to the other two, how about this lap, Madison fans? 155.209 miles per hour. 155.209. Shane won the APBA Gold Cup here in 2019, and of course last year in 2021 in the APBA Gold Cup. Works through turn number 2. I told you he was putting the sugar to it.
He's putting the sugar to it. Not quite as much sugar as he put yesterday when he turned a lap just a tick under 157. But look at him go. He's really he's just flying the boat across start finish line. That's a mighty good boat ride.
And Brad, it is a wonderful boat ride. The water right now, I would call it good, but maybe just a touch sticky, but the boat is breaking above the water. That's a good sign for the home street team.
It is a very good sign, and you talk about sticky water, and that's what the drivers will refer to as we're waiting for this next lap, and it's a better one. He took it up a notch one more time. 1:56.655, still a tick under that qualifying speed yesterday, but still a fast one. Everybody knows up and down pit row, you're going to have to deal with that boat before the weekend's over.
I think they're ready and they're prepared. I know they're disappointed from last weekend's result at Lake Guntersville. That has come and gone. This weekend is a new weekend of racing for Miss Madison Racing as Jimmy Shane looks to win here in Madison for 4 consecutive seasons. Of course, 2020 was a complete wash with the H1 Unlimited Hydroplane Series. Brad, I got my secondary watch out. We'll see if Jimmy elects to make a timing run. I got him right there, just past the entrance pin at turn number 2, coming to the start-finish line. Brad, generally, that's about a 24-second run from the entrance pin at turn number 2, the start-finish line buoy. Jimmy Shane working a lane 1 starting sequence in the Miss Home Street. And we'll stop the clock at 24 seconds. It never changes.
This isn't your first rodeo, Mr. Ayler. I think you've seen this race course before. Nice call. 24 seconds from the entrance pin at the upper end of the race course down to the start-finish line. Back to discussions about our shootout. This boat, Jimmy Shane, the U1, the Miss Home Street's going to find him in our second heat, our second shootout, where Jimmy Shane will be on the outside. On the inside of him will be the U8, the Miss Tri-Cities. Boat will be driven by J. Michael Kelly. Now, these match races, 2 boats, 2 laps, and they're going to come out of the pit area at the 3-minute mark, not the normal 5-minute clock. They're going to come out at the 3-minute clock. Lanes are assigned. Still a clock start, 2 laps. National high points are on the line. You win your shootout, you go to the final automatically. You also get 400 points for national high points. Second place, 300. So we're going to have 2 two-boat shootouts to start the shootout format. Winners go to the final. Losers go to the last chance heat. So they'll have those 2 second place boats will go in there. Go ahead.
About that, but I got a driver here who, for 2 straight times, he had to get on the water in 2 different classes. That is Jeff Bernard.
Jeff, step over
here for a minute, Jeff.
I think I'm hearing it better there.
First of all,
Back to back, you got to be out on the river. How you doing right now?
I'm good. A little hot, but that's come to expect it. Feel good. Got a little work to do in the GP. We switched to a bigger steering wheel, and the way my seat is, I was having a hard time in lane 1 with the tighter turns. We'll get something figured out for that, and at least we got that motors going our last motor for the weekend. So the guys are working their butts off in this heat, and I can't thank them enough. And our sponsor, the Dam family, and our RSTZ Transport.
Apologize, we're not picking up Jordan Bear very clear in the pit area, so if you want to mute him, Elliot, we'd appreciate it. We'll try to get back with Jordan for more dock interviews here in just a moment at day number 2 of 3 of the Madison Regatta here on the Ohio River at the Wild Bill Cantrell Memorial Racecourse. Jimmy Shane back into the pit area in the U1 Miss Home Street. So Brad Luce, we're off and running day number 2, and how about this nice little breeze, just enough. We have a little cloud cover to eliminate higher sunscreen application. It's Madison weather. It's always like this. Not.
You're welcome. I brought it with me. Hey, we got another car announcement here. We have a black Chrysler van, license number P. Paul L. Larry C. Charlie 278, PLC 278. Jeff, I'm going to ask you, where's the Brown Gym?
That is at the Brown Gym at the corner of Broadway and Vaughn, just north of Kiwanis Park. the home of the 1950 Indiana State high school basketball champion, Madison Cubs.
Well, apparently this black Chrysler van is blocking access to that particular facility. We need to have it moved. Black Chrysler van, license number P. Paul L. Larry, C. Charlie 278. You're in front of that brown gym at the corner of
Jeff, Brett, I hate
and
to interrupt
Bond.
you guys again, but now I got the other Miss Madison driver who just completed his first run of the day, Jimmy Shane, driver of the U1.
Miss Home Street. Jimmy, first of all, the boat looked great yesterday. How's it feel today?
Yeah, great. Made a small change to our gearbox, and I think we went in the right direction. I think we're still running the same lap speeds, but I got a little hump coming down the corners now, so I feel a little bit more comfortable with the setup that I got in the boat for these match races. We're going to see how it plays out today.
You know this river about as good as
anybody. Sometimes this river can be unforgiving, and sometimes the inside lane isn't always the ideal one here. Talk about your strategy as far as lane
decision and how you're going to do that later
today.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, lane one here is very challenging. It seems like with river level being low right now, that hole that we see coming out of turn one, it's a lot less, and so lane one might be a little bit more of an advantage this year. The river low. Again, these turns are so challenging though. It's the same thing I talked about last year, the risk versus reward. If you really want to stick it in there, you really have to stick it in lane one to get around these corners. So it's going to be challenging. I think the lane decisions are going to be key. And so the fight for lanes before the race is going to be just as exciting as the actual race itself.
You know, you get ready for match racing, which is a new concept, but I think one that the fans are all going to enjoy. Kind of talk about what the match race is going to be like for you later on.
Yeah, there's a little uncertainty because we don't really have timing marks from when we have a 3-minute gun now for the match races, and so it's going to be completely different for us as drivers. It's all new for us, and we're going to have to just play it by ear and see where we end up on the race course. I think you're going to see some great starts. I think you're going to have side-by-side action for at least 2 laps, and I think it's going to be good for the sport.
Maybe we'll see win another trophy later today. How about that? Does that sound good?
Yeah, we hope so. And I want to say, I hope you guys really enjoyed. We tried to do something there, probably the first time ever in the history of Madison, whether it's the race team or the regatta, where there was 2 Miss Madisons running side by side on the Ohio River. And we wanted to try to do something special this morning for the fans, and we hope you enjoyed getting them both side by side there. I hope we got some picture opportunities, and it was cool for me to be out there too with a teammate, and hopefully the fans really enjoyed it.
I guess we'll have to wait and see. Maybe we'll get another chance to see that before the weekend is over. Jimmy Shane, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
No problem. Jimmy Shane, ladies and gentlemen. Jeff Ayler, back to you.
Thank you, Jordan Bear, with Jimmy Shane, driver of the U1 Miss Home Street. Beautiful shot on the monitor with our video team with H1 Unlimited, watching on the World Wide Web via YouTube. We're approaching the end of this unlimited testing session. You see on the monitor, we're 8 minutes and 40 seconds away until testing concludes for the H1 Unlimited Hydroplanes. Coming up at 11 o'clock, we'll have McCoy's Campground Pro Light Heat 2A. At 11:30, McCoy's Campground Pro Light Heat 2B. At 12 noon, we'll take a break with our water activity, but during that time, starting at approximately 11:45 and running until 12:45, will be the driver's autograph session. That will take place at the media tent just outside the regatta office here along the shoreline in Madison. The media tent area is right outside the corner of Mulberry and Bond Drive here in downtown Madison. Don't forget about your official merchandise of the Madison Regatta. It's right there as well, below the regatta office. Stop by and see Ann and John Fitzgerald along with Jeff and Christine. They'll fix you up with your official merchandise of the Madison Regatta. Also, too, the Miss Home Street tent is there. Numerous merchandise available. Stop by and see Nancy Grooms and her team for your hydroplane goodies at the Miss Home Street tent. Also on hand this weekend, the folks from the National Boat Racing Heritage Center. They have numerous items on sale and display stop by and see the folks at the National Boat Racing Heritage Center here along Bond Drive. Also, too, plenty of food and drink vendors up and down the shoreline here at Madison. We have already got a request from GPA Chief Referee Don Malello. He loved yesterday's kettle corn. He wants more kettle corn. Bring a sample, bring a business card. We'll give you a fair evaluation, give you a free plug. We have lots of samplers. We'll grade it. Thank you. For our fans along the shoreline, coming up underneath 4 minutes until H1 Unlimited hydroplane testing concludes. And by the looks of activity visually here atop the judges stand, looks like the Goodman Real Estate and the Miss Home Street will be